Sasage, yo, what's up, everyone?
What he said.
You boys are back within Heroes of Fandom, Attack on Titan finale. Since you guys seem to like our predictions video, we gotta talk about the finale too. So this is our official. This is our official review of
that finale.
The finale, and wow, what a time!
Yeah,
what a time!
Dang, I was like, nah, it's not over. And hey, guess what it is? So good thing they didn't make another. Yeah, good thing they didn't chop it in half and be like, they're like, oh, coming next year in March, part 3.
Now, after I watched it last night, I was like, yeah, no, that was definitely the end.
They're like the end ? And then they show the scene where he goes into the tree.
Oh my god!
Spoilers.
So how should we? Yeah. Oh yeah. By the way, spoilers.
Yeah, obviously.
This entire
spoilers.
thing. This entire video is spoilers. So if you haven't watched the finale, go watch the finale and then come back and
because this is a review.
Go away.
So you don't
exactly.
I clicked on this video if you haven't seen it because it says Attack on Titan review. So I mean,
we could be tiptoeing around the spoilers.
No,
we're gonna
write those spoilers. Like,
let's do
anyway.
because Eren freaking dies. That's
one way to. Wow. That's one way to start our. That's one way to start our podcast or review.
Okay. Okie dokie there.
Yeah, we'll get right to the end. He dies.
We'll just get right to the end.
All right, bye guys.
First off, did we enjoy it? How did y'all feel about it?
I enjoyed it. I had a migraine like a quarter of the way in. That was not from the show. It just came in randomly, but somehow I still enjoyed it.
That says a lot. That says a lot.
Yeah, that's how good it was. Even with a migraine and feeling like shiz. I was still able to enjoy it. Those are my. I mean, I don't know how do you want us to explain how we enjoyed it? I mean, it was like exactly the way I thought it would go. It was the ending.
Oh yeah.
How did you think it would go anywhere?
I knew it was gonna go to the end. At least I hope so. That there wouldn't be like another part coming.
That's true. Your prediction, I remember, was since I edited the video. Your prediction was that Eren was gonna die by Mikasa's hand, and that that Eren was gonna die, pretty much. Like that, and that's exactly what happened. So,
no way. No, I'm just kidding.
honestly, I mean, yeah, it was fitting. Whatever, that makes sense. I enjoyed it so much. I mean, I didn't. Since I'm here in Japan, I was watching it without subs, so I didn't fully understand. The parts that I didn't understand were like the parts where Eren was talking to Armin and Mikasa like separately. Yeah, all the dialogue stuff. I didn't know what exactly was happening, but after I read this, I was like, "Oh, that makes sense."
Yeah,
so a lot of like explanations for things that was like, "Oh, I see. This is why this is happening."
Yeah. It's crazy that. Anyway, sorry, your turn, Gary, before I jump in with another thing.
No, sorry, no. Yeah, no, I almost cried a few times, but it was just, I don't know. You can relate, Alex. I know Anthony and nobody else can relate, but I felt the same way after the Aizen arc ended.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And it was just like, you put the show down for a while and you're just like, okay, it's over. And you're just like exhausted. You're exhausted, but you're excited. And I felt the same way with this one. It was just like such a build up to finally get to the end. And then it was just like, I didn't think it was a bad ending at all. I thought it was a great payoff and a nice way to tie it all up with a bow. It's the dark series.
Yeah, no, I agree. It really was a nice way to tie it off. Full of sadness and, well, I mean, hope, I guess.
Did you watch the credits?
Oh yeah, well, yeah, the credits were that was interesting.
My hope was taken away, just like the entire show. After the end credits, humanity sucks. Aaron was right.
Aaron was right.
Objectively.
Yeah, wait. I do want to ask you, Alex. Like, how do you feel about Aaron now? Like, are your opinions the same from the podcast, like our last podcast, or like?
Yeah, because he could have gone about it differently. So I still don't like him.
But he couldn't, though.
What? Why? Wait, what? Did I miss something?
No, we'll get.
Why couldn't he? Oh, okay. We'll get into that.
No, we're going in.
Okay.
No, he was saying, at least from the dialogue they were having at the end, they were saying that, like, and it kind of proved it in the end credits, that he was that there was like no other option, at least in his mind, to get to that result, to where everybody is like in peace and they can live in Eldia in peace and no war and like happily ever after over there, and they'll be as heroes. But like, there's no other reality that he could see in his future seeing powers. So like, I kind of, that was one part that I was like, that makes me like him a lot more, even though he still sucks. But yeah, no, like, at least in his mind, the goal that he set out to achieve wasn't achievable in any other form. And like, he had to do that.
All right, fine. I guess I still don't like him, but
I'm gonna make you a Jaegerist.
He was more of a human, I guess. Not just tight.
Yeah,
sexy.
Yeah, sure.
All
right, let's. Oh yeah, go ahead.
Oh yeah, no. One of the other things I really liked about this episode is the animation. That's very well done. Very intense.
The animation was really good. The music was
even better. Yeah.
Oh my god.
The music does make a show.
That fight with the music, like it was like orchestrated very nicely. Yeah. Oh my god, that was so good. Yeah, go into the Oh man! Yo, this scene right here. We're looking at.
I did not do that on purpose. I did not do that on purpose.
Getting wrangled in the tentacles and that. Yeah, when I first saw that, I was like, "What?
Yeah, what? Like, nah, they did that on purpose.
A little fan service, get the fans involved.
They're like, we can't have it be all that kind of action. We want to add a little different type of action.
Here, where's a good fight scene?
Everywhere.
Pretty much.
All of it. All of it was good. All the fight scenes were good. Like, the Attack on Titan fight scenes are just good.
Yeah, I thought it was cool how they were having to fight like all these previous Titans.
Yeah,
that was cool.
So
like,
cool.
I was like, oh, that was a good idea.
That was a good idea. It was like the 9 Titans, like anyone who's had the power of the 9 Titans before.
Yeah,
and I'm like Beast Titans were like the most interesting because they're so diverse. Yeah, the snake.
Oh, yeah. So that the cow is I didn't think about it. It's a Beast Titan. Oh,
they're all Beast Titans.
Okay.
You have the snake one, you have the fucking mangoose, whatever they called it.
Oh, fuck. The snake. I was like, why the fuck is there a snake Titan? It's a beast. Oh, okay. Wow.
Yeah. It's like everybody's a previous wielder, and I think that's really cool, like you guys were saying, so we can actually, because you always hear about them, like previous wielders, and you hear history of them, and now you can see them all in action.
We've never seen animal-esque Titans before, so it's like it kind of threw you off.
Yeah, it really did throw me off. I didn't think it was a beast.
The beast one's a monkey.
But
he's so humanoid that it's like you.
Yeah.
Well, so is a
monkey.
He
like fits with the other Titans.
So is a monkey. I mean, yes, obviously. Yes. So is a monkey.
Your argument is invalid.
It's just that, like, none of the Titans are really like, even like the Claw Titan, like he was like kind of animal-esque, right? But then like when Falco, and then you see freaking Falco as a falcon. Look at you with the, as a bird.
You go from those.
Wait, wasn't that the Jaw Titan?
Oh yeah, that's what they're called.
Oh, Jaw Titan, is that?
Yeah.
I meant Jaw.
Wow, you're gonna anger the fans.
I kept calling it the Claw Titan.
I know. You see the bird in the trailer.
So
and you're thinking like, well, Alex was right. He said it was a Titan. But I didn't think it was going to be a Titan. Like, there are no bird Titans, so it was It was cool seeing that, being like, oh wow, so they can form into like whatever. They can be whatever.
And it still fits that description because the beak is the jaw. It's the Jaw Titan. From,
it still works.
Just depends on the user, right? For the most part, they kind of take their own personality traits into it. In a way.
Yeah.
Well, his name's Falco, so I mean,
he just took his name.
Falcon. Yeah.
He's like, you get it?
And the way it shows it too, like that image right there with Mikasa.
Yeah.
I was like, oh yeah, that's pretty cool.
I thought she was gonna die. I thought the card time was dead. Like,
oh yeah, I was like, oh well. I mean, I expected a lot of them to die on this, actually.
You're right. Yeah, honestly, me too. I thought there were going to be more casualties in this. Well, I mean, there were plenty of casualties, but like as far as the main characters go, I thought people like there was going to be at least like 5 deaths, But
yeah,
I guess for thinking about it, like they made such a huge deal about like Hanji's death and Sasha's death that like maybe if they were to kill off anyone else, then they would have to make a big deal about those deaths, and they
you just
can't fit that in.
Yeah.
Well, it's also
you can't fit that in and add Aaron's death.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's definitely in the mix of the war, though. So like, this is basically a war going on. So like, you can't really mourn the dead during war. At least.
True. I feel like the anime would want to, though. Just because there's so many, there's so much, callbacks and bringing back characters in this finale. Like, there's so much bringing it back to the beginning in this finale. And I love that because not a whole lot of finales really, I feel like not a whole lot do it to the extent of what Attack on Titan did, but not so much that it's too fan servicey. If that makes sense,
ruins the show almost. It doesn't. But it
right, exactly. They just bring it. Exactly. They just bring people back just to bring back because hey, it's the last one, But this actually this did all that, but in a just perfect way. So good stuff.
Yeah, look, they're like, is anybody hungry? I got a Titan right here.
Dude, I will say the Cart Titan is stuck in that position for what feels like a good 15 minutes. And then
I was like,
they cut back to her, and he's still and she's still. And I'm like, I thought you stabbed her in the moment. I didn't know you were a statue that's just gonna stick her there the whole time. I thought you were in motion, but then he's still in the same position. Skewers, anybody?
Anybody hungry?
I got a kebab here.
I got a live one.
It's a live one.
I did like when she kept turning into the Titan over and over again.
Yeah, that was cool. I was like, damn, you go, girl, get it.
Yeah, do it again.
Put the house down.
I'm just glad she showed off that the Cart Titan actually has some utility that's not just being a Cart Titan.
Yeah,
because she mentioned it.
Being a cart.
But the Cart Titan was so annoying most of the time because all it would do is pick somebody up and run away. It's finally good to see her actually be biting people's faces off and showing off that endurance can actually do something good.
Yeah,
and she was even running. She was running that one scene.
She was
human form?
Down the pole. Yeah, she's like, oh.
Yeah. She was like, I wish I had the ODM gear. No. And I was like, oh, I didn't know
That's
she
very
could
cool.
move her legs like that. All right, cool. Good for her.
Oh, that's right. Because doesn't she always like
I didn't know you could walk.
she limps? She has like a little limp.
Yeah, she has a
Wait, does
limp
she?
or like,
Yeah, she has
yeah,
like a
she
cane or
doesn't.
something. I forget, but she limps.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, yeah. She can't walk like that well because of her Titan form.
Oh, I didn't know
But
that.
yeah, but I mean that was not a problem here. So
She's always in her Titan
Yeah,
form, it seems like. So
that adrenaline rush got her to be like, "All right, legs, it's time to work
yeah, all
now.
right, get going.
all right,
It's the
legs.
finale."
One more. Let's go. She was faking.
She was making the whole time. I was waiting for this moment.
I can run.
All right. What else? What else happened?
What's the next part?
Yeah.
Well, they were all
Yeah.
fighting Titans, and again, I thought that was pretty cool. Their plan. I thought is like it starts to build up because they're like, oh, we got split up. You go. Armin was captured by the tentacle, shoved into his mouth. That wasn't a tentacle; it's actually a tongue. It's a cow tongue, but and are you looking for
Very
it?
weird. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah, there it is in the back.
Yeah.
there we go.
Oh my god. Yeah.
He's like, oh.
Like I kind of get it because I'm assuming you have to constrain him in every way because he could just bite his tongue, right?
Yeah.
Titan.
Right.
It's
yeah,
it's
but
very
still, I mean,
suggestive.
yeah, I was like, oh boy.
It's like it's yeah. No, it's just not much more to say about it.
Yeah, so they had they had Piek and the Nape, both Eren and Piek in the front, and then they had Armin in the back, and so they're like, oh, okay, I guess we have to split. I guess, yeah. But what happened before then? It was like was it the Beast Titan? Yeah, it was the Beast Titan. He threw the Armor Titan and slammed him down, and it caused everybody to be knocked off. I want to mention that I like the battleground, the battlefield in this episode. Cool. Well, this finale, it's all on Eren's back.
It's perfect for ODM gear too. So it just makes the best possible chance for them.
Yeah.
The fight scenes are just immaculate.
Can we mention
exquisite
how Reiner was just like popping off this whole movie?
Reiner was the MVP, bro. Like he could have died 12 times in this episode. Like, my god.
He was wrecking people.
When we see Armin in the past talking to Zeke, and like we find out that it's Ymir that's like who's the one that is controlling all those those Titans and everything.
Yeah.
Like that was like it's not Eren. Like that wasn't Eren. That was Ymir doing all that. So
yeah. And it's like, oh,
and it's amazing. It's amazing that Armin like figured all that out. Like he just
were his memories coming back at that time or no, not yet?
What do you mean?
What do you mean?
Like his memories about everything that Eren told him.
Oh no, he remembered when it was done.
Oh, okay. Oh well, that's
so there was like that really quick shot of. Well, we'll talk about that later.
Yeah.
But
I was like, what is that one on the left? It's the Armor Titan, and they have another female Titan in the back, and I don't know.
The Attack Titan in the middle.
Oh, that's an Attack Titan.
I think the Attack Titans always have the big mouths that go up. It seems like.
Oh. And then you have an alligator, which I guess is a beast.
An alligator. Just an alligator. It's just an alligator.
Yeah, he's like, oh, I think I'm in the wrong place.
Well, remember they had the T-Rex and the whale in the
ending.
Intro?
Yeah.
Or was it ending?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, I don't know if it was outro there. Yeah, but it was one of those. Yeah.
I kept thinking about that every time I watched the season. I was like, is there gonna be a fucking whale and T-Rex now in this show? Is Titans not enough?
They never showed them.
But nope, they are Titans. There's a whale Titan and a Rex Titan.
The whale Titan.
Whale Lord.
Dude,
Mighty Morphin Titans.
The fact that they had so many, like you guys were saying, all the callbacks, like having Eren's dad as a Titan, having Bertolt come back, having all these people come back, and having them like so integral to the plot of them like being able to succeed in the end. But like,
Yeah.
I thought that was super cool, bringing them back for almost not. I don't know if I'd call it a redemption arc, but bring them back because it shows everybody working together to defeat Eren. Nobody agrees with him except for himself.
Nobody agrees with him.
Even the dead people.
I guess in a way it is kind of sad that Eren like knew the outcome or had he knew the outcome, but like that means he was living a lonely life because he erased their memories, so nobody knew what his plan was. So it was basically like he was alone, and it doesn't mention that in the show. But if you think about it, it's like, oh man, he was dealing with it on his own. Like he knew what was coming. Yeah.
Oh
yeah. But anyway, he's dead now, so
he's dead. Who cares? But yeah, no. I remember I was telling Anthony, or I think I mentioned it in the last stream or the last video we did, but I find it that one scene where he's at the ocean and like Armin and they're all happy and stuff, and Eren is like, he finally made it, but he knows what's happening. And because he had he already touched the founder and the royal blood and all that. So he had already seen the past and the future. And so he knew at that moment, everybody was excited because they were excited for what's across the ocean. He knew everything that was across the ocean. He knew what was going to happen. He knew what was going to happen in the future.
When he was crying and he was like, oh, look, it's, I didn't think about that. Yeah.
And so I thought it was really cool. Now they knew about his whole story from like the very beginning.
Yeah,
and I think it was really well thought out.
God,
but it's so sad at the same time. The story is just so sad for everybody.
It's straight up a tragedy. Like it's
like, oh man. Okay, but here, so we talked about Reiner. So what was their plan? Oh, can I please talk about these fucking assholes?
Yeah, they're just
these
assholes.
fucking people.
Bro,
you're about to get trampled by a wall of magma titans, like burnt to death and squashed to death. What? I'm not gonna let that stop my racism.
Yeah, it's like they're like
how dare you
to the Eldians. And I'm like, oh my god,
you're just
really
like you know
y'all have your priorities way out of whack, bro.
Like, and they're like, prove that you're not Italian. Prove it now.
Come on, man.
Oh yeah.
Oh, see, look at this scene. You see that coming at you, and you're like, you know what? Let's turn on these other people. We're all gonna die anyways. Let's just shoot them.
Oh my God.
I'm just like, do you want to live or not? Actually, going back to what Alex said too, some of the framing of some of these shots are just like, some of them are epic, some of them are immaculate, and some of them are just amazing. Like we talked about it when we watched it, about the whole Armin transformation and everybody holding him up.
Dude.
That looked so cool.
That was good.
Oh my
that was
God.
so good. That was so good.
So you got it
was like a shrine.
Yeah.
And
then just but yeah, no, that shit was holy crap.
Off the chizzy.
There's some stuff you just see it and you're just like, I want to make that picture into a frame and put it on my wall.
Do it.
Like,
do it.
I'm going
to do it.
So and then in this scene right here, they realize, oh, hey, we gotta kill Eren.
They're like, oh, hey, by the way,
and Mikasa's like, what? And everyone's like, Mikasa, come on, listen, yo, he's killing everyone. Come on, Mikasa.
Does she never agree with them until the very end when she changes her mind? But she agrees with him on this bird thing, right? She like goes along with him. They're like, we need to kill him. Like, you would have died back there, and she's like, okay. Like, she agrees with him at some point, right? And then she changes her mind later.
I guess.
I think the when she remembers when she met Eren, when they were having that not dream sequence, when they were at the cabin and everything. I think that's when she like fully realized it.
Oh yeah.
That's right. That's what I feel like. Because like that's when she like she put on the scarf and then
and she's like, nah, I'm taking it down, fam.
Yeah, I think that's when they're asking her right there. She has that face.
Yeah, she's like,
at this point, they're just telling her, "Hey, just worry about Armin. We'll take care of the rest."
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Annie was
and it turns out at the end that Mikasa took care of the rest.
Yeah, it's true.
A little tough love,
Yeah, exactly. It was good to see Annie's Titan too again.
Oh
yeah.
Wow.
She was like doing the full crystallization moves that she did on Eren.
Yeah. She was like flipped over and then like,
Let's talk about Annie for a second. She deserves some talking about because she is. I forgot how brutal she is when she's a Titan.
Her fighting style is brutal. Yeah,
she fucking kickflipped the dude's head. Like, I brings me back to the scenes when she was in the forest and she was like just so fast. It was like the first Titan we saw that was an abnormality, and she was kicking people in the air and just like wrecking everybody. Oh, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say we didn't talk about this in the podcast, but I completely forgot that they had set up a romance between her and Armin.
Yeah.
I completely forgot to talk about.
No, I didn't forget.
Right.
I wanted them to be together so bad. They are finally, but I'm like, really, they needed to be together.
They were super subtle about it though this time, which that's fine. I don't.
Yeah.
It didn't need to be in my face, about it.
Yeah.
I think it was.
The assumption's there.
This is about Mikasa and Eren. Let's be real.
Yeah.
This is their love story. Oh man, the Warhammer Titans are just so freaking cool. This scene where Reiner's just fucking they come out with them. Their designs are so cool.
And then he threw like the axe.
Yeah, I think I have. Yeah, there you go. I kept telling him, I was like, he kept beating people up. I'm like, pick up one of their weapons, hurry up.
And he did.
Man, the Warhammer Titans are just so damn cool. I love their designs so much.
Yeah. So, there he is, Bertold.
Bertold bites Rainer's head off. That was a scene where I was like,
shit. I thought he was dead. I thought I was like,
same. Here's
the point.
But nope. I was like, oh well, there goes Reiner.
That was insane.
Oh god, there's the cow again.
He told him.
Cow.
Yeah, I don't know how he's walking. Like, aren't his ribs rubbing against the floor?
I thought his ribs were walking.
Ew. Wait, really?
I don't know. I assumed. I didn't think he had back.
Because I know he's moving his arms in the front, but that's all I could see that was moving.
Oh, then maybe he is. If you're the Founder Titan, I would have picked maybe a better form.
Mm-hmm.
In my opinion. Maybe pick
I agree.
The Warhammer sexy one.
No, I didn't realize how long his neck was either. Like I didn't know it was that long.
Well, yeah, I think this is where Levi's talking about his unattained goal, and that's like his only goal right now, the only order he didn't finish. Last order. And he's realizing to like move it on to the kids. It's their fight now. All that.
Yeah, he talked about like how like he entrusted Armin, and he doesn't regret not picking Erwin.
Yeah. Well, he better not. That was
Oh, I think this is when I was getting my migraine. So like, what you guys are saying, I was having a hard time reading the subtitles, and I was like, that was when Mikasa shot into Annie's fist, and then Annie used the motion to kind of it's what she did to attack the soldiers in the beginning of the series when they were trying to attack her out in the field, the scouts. She like grabbed the soldiers and she was like walking and twisting their like anchors like that, and that's how she killed them.
Yo-yo.
Yeah, exactly.
That was so
Oh,
brutal.
wow.
Yeah, and then on this one, she didn't kill Mikasa. She used it to get her going.
Close enough.
Wow, I didn't. Oh gosh,
You didn't remember that?
No, I watched that episode 10 years ago. I don't remember.
Dang, 10 years ago. That sucks.
People were getting pushed off that cliff because, like, oh my god,
they're
there's
trying
just
to
no
run away.
room.
At 300
Yeah,
action.
so I thought when you saw people like falling into the water, like I thought they were jumping, but they weren't. They were getting pushed off because there's so many people.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
It was just another scene to show how gruesome this whole world is, and like just like they're battling. Yeah, focus on that, but this shit is still happening, and like they haven't stopped anything yet.
As we continue moving forward, one of the things, like, the episode never really slowed down. It just kept building up. Yeah.
I was telling Gary because it's 85 minutes long and it was airing. It was on TV and there were no commercials. I thought
I thought
it was only an hour long, and like because on Twitter the official Japanese Shingeki no Kyojin Twitter account was like, oh, it's an 85-minute program. I'm like thinking like, oh, is it 60 minutes and then plus commercials? Like to make it 85? The time just kept going and going, and I'm like, there are no commercials, and I need a break. Stop. Oh my god! Like, please give me a commercial. Come on.
You're like peeing your pants.
Yeah, dude, my heart was racing like throughout this entire thing. Oh my god!
They put a lot of money into this. That's so intense. Sure. Yeah.
Right. They put a lot of time and money. Yeah, I mean, 10 years. You know, like that. You know, it all culminated into this, you know, so
I have heard they switched artists a few times, and the last artist has like the line animation on their eyes and their mouth and stuff like that, from what I heard. And from the pictures I saw comparing the artists, like I think the last set of artists, whoever did this, really were good at capturing like hopelessness, I guess I could put it. And like this face definitely got me a few times, because it's like you see the people dying, you see all this stuff happening, and you see like this emotionless, just indifferent. He's not evil, he's not good, he's just there, not giving a rat's ass about anybody's life that's down there. And I don't know, I think the art of this specific shot and a lot of the other ones just captures that whole thing of like hopelessness throughout the entire episode. Yeah. Oh, and then he enters.
Oh, here we go. Yeah, he's in the paths, and he meets Zeke.
And then
Zeke's just building a snowman.
Yeah, isn't he building a sandcastle?
Yeah.
He's just chilling at the beach, bruh.
He's like 100% given up already. He's like, it doesn't matter if he genocides everybody. Like they'll bounce back. Basically, he's like, it doesn't matter if that happens. Life will move on. At least that's what I kind of got from it. And then
but then Armin's like, you know, he picks up the leaf and he talks about, you know, even those little precious moments are, you know, what makes it worth living and stuff. And he sees the leaf as a baseball, which I thought that was really cool. Going back and forth between the leaf and the baseball, like they each have like a perception of see what you want to see. They have their own perception of what is precious to them.
Yeah.
I like that. That was pretty dope, and that made Zeke realize, oh yeah, okay, I guess we should stop Eren.
Eren, yeah. But yeah, I guess we should stop my little brother. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, I know, my genocidal little brother.
That's why I like Armin a lot. It's because he's the only beacon of hope in this fucking horrible world. And like he still has hopefulness. The same thing with the ocean scene. Like that, he was encouraging Eren, like, that's where we need to go. We can finally reach our goal and see the ocean and the vast extra world that we haven't been able to explore, and this and that. And like so he's always a beacon of hope. And he was able to convince someone, right? He's like, that's why he's the leader, in my opinion, is that just hopefulness. If you don't have hopefulness as a leader, then what the fuck are you doing? Like, what are you leading to if you're not hopeful?
Yeah, for real.
The fact that he was able to convince Zeke to be like, I want to live. And then
even though Zeke doesn't live, but
he starts taunting Levi. I'm like, come on, dude. Well,
he's like, big summer blowout.
Yoo-hoo. Over here, big boy. Big boy.
Big summer blowout.
Oh, you can get a better look at Aaron's founder form. A little more than the rib cage, I guess.
I don't see it.
Well, he's got a wait.
I don't see it. That's his hair.
Wait, what's his hair?
His hair's coming down. His hair is that black thing, and then that's his first rib cage, and that's his second rib cage.
Wait, is the second one a rib cage or is it legs?
It might be legs, honestly.
I don't know. I don't know what the hell that is. It's disgusting either way.
It's very strange.
Yeah. Dang, that hair looks like Sanjaya.
Just a little bit.
That's a throwback.
Some of the Nine Titans from the past begin to help them out.
I think it's only the ones that they know, right? That has connected with them.
Yeah.
For this one, I did have, because I didn't get that Emir was actually controlling these. So when you said that helped me understand more. But
Armin himself said that.
See, I think I missed that. I didn't think anything of it. I was just like, oh, whatever. Somebody's controlling them.
but don't get confused, because this is also Ymir biting that.
That is also Ymir.
Don't get me started with that.
It's the other.
Why they gotta? Because I was always confused about that. I'm like, why do they have the same name?
They named her after the founder. Why are people named Jesus?
They named her after. That's right. Yeah. So they named it. Why are Jesus? Yeah. No. But okay. That makes sense. They named her after the founder. That's right.
I was gonna ask. So like when they turn, is it because he convinced Zeke, or is it because he convinced Zeke and that convinced Emir? Because once he realized that he wanted to live and he actually took more control, they turned. But you said Emir controls them. So I'm trying to... Is it because he has royal blood? Like,
well, he also did say, we need your help. Like, he asked everybody there that was with them in the past. Yeah, he was like, Yeah, he's like, oh, hey, guys, we totally need your help.
Hey, we're pretty screwed down there. You want to come over here?
God damn, there's a stupid cow. You know, when the cow stabbed his tongue through Armin's leg, I was like, yeah, that's one thick tongue. God damn.
Damn, boy. I
don't want to mess with a cow ever.
Oh, yeah, ew, look at that. Yeah. That was just in my mouth. Get it out of me.
Now it's in my leg.
I'm so glad he like blew the shit out of his face with that rocket thing.
Yeah.
And of course Annie catches him.
Get him out of here.
Yeah, and he saves him.
Hey, there's
Gotta
Aaron's
catch
dad.
The boyfriend.
Is that Aaron's dad?
Yeah. That's his attack form.
Oh wow. Oh, okay, wow. I didn't I was like, where's Aaron's dad? I can't make him out.
Oh, there he is.
Yeah, there he's like, you.
And then, that was hilarious. Oh, like, what are you doing, bro?
It's like happened all of a sudden too, and I honestly did not expect Levi to just chop his head off like that. It chopped.
Levi was just like, nah.
He's like, you're not.
Yeah, he's like, I'm not. I ain't playing.
He's like, you're like, be quiet.
He literally blew him up. Like, yeah, cut off your head too. Levi, yoo-hoo.
Levi, come kill me.
Well, what was weird is how is Zeke able to go in and out of Aaron's body like that?
I think he was probably able to before. He just didn't have a reason to do any of it because he didn't care.
Oh,
he was like, it's gonna happen, but like he is the royal blood, that's controlling the founder or giving the power to the founder Titan. So I was asking Anthony about it. So like when he cut off Zeke's head, the rumbling stopped. And I'm assuming Eren loses the ability to use the founder Titan. I was thinking because he's not touching royal blood anymore. So like that's why the rumbling stops. Or is he? Oh, he's ready for death. Oh, there it is.
Oh, yeah, there it is.
Like it just happened.
You just had to kill him naked, huh?
Yeah, but that's what he wanted, right?
I don't know what he wanted. He got motivation to live, and then
he was yeah, that's true. But I think he was expecting it though. You're right because it's like he did get motivation to live from Armin, but he knew that this was gonna happen. Like, there's no way that he wouldn't have known. You know?
Yeah.
Maybe he thought he can convince
him. I don't know. I don't think so.
Okay, yeah, they're picking people back up, the people who actually made it, and then the Titans stop. Damn, he got
messed up.
Again,
he got messed up.
How many times did he transform? Like 3, right?
Something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, I think 3.
I think 3, because I know there's a limit, and I know that the Colossal Titan has 1 transformation, and that's it.
Wait, really? I forget.
I believe Bertolt wasn't... He was able to do the Titan, and then he was only able to summon like half of it, because he didn't have the power.
Okay. Yeah.
Like, it makes sense. What if you had the Cart Titan's ability with Armin's Titan, and just...
Oh god, so many erosions.
Just nuke everything, and then what
Speaking
happens?
Oh,
there we go.
God damn it, that thing was it was disgusting. I don't even know. I still don't know what it is.
It's like it's his spinal fluid. I don't know what the fuck. But
and it even made sounds. I think it was like the what is that? Is that the founding Titan? That little thing crawling around, like the initial, like it reminded me of an amoeba. You know, like the initial creation of life was like the little tiny little bacterials and stuff crawling around the earth.
Yeah, I mean that's what I assume. Like,
and it was like
that.
But yeah, this is when they finally hit the climax where he's about to dynamite explode his neck bones. Long ass neck bones.
Yo, that was dope though.
That was very dope. Just everybody working together. It was awesome.
Yeah, what's up? Like tongues and weird worm things in this? Like, what's up with that? Like,
they really wanted to appeal to a wider audience,
a certain fan base.
A certain fan base. Yeah.
I really think that's his like spinal. The isn't there like a giant nerve ending that goes through your spine, through the vertebrae?
Oh yeah, and it kind of looks like that. Your spinal cord.
Yeah.
It does. It does look like a spinal cord.
Reiner to the rescue, MVP again.
Yeah. Stopping a whole, like, whatever that thing is. Gosh, that's
stopping
dope.
The founder spine.
Yes.
The founder spine.
Like, again, like Reiner has redeemed himself from his previous actions. Like, by far. I liked when they teamed up because he's just a cool character and he's really good at what he does.
Oh yeah, when they turned him on to Titans, bro. When they turned into Titans, I was like, wait, what? Like, I was like, huh?
Yeah.
When all the Eldians turned.
Yeah, that's one way to kill everybody.
When they started mentioning that, I'm like, no. Anthony knows. I was just like, no, come on. They were okay.
No.
I was so upset.
And then Pony and John finally became Titans for like, the first time.
That's Eren, right?
Yeah. So he has his own nuclear explosion to become his own colossal Titan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, that's why I think he still has access to the founder. He probably switched something up. Unless that's his true form now. As like an attack colossal hybrid.
Yeah. Because his little attack Titan was smaller than that.
Oh yeah. He was like the size of his shin, I think. Remember? He was like the size of his foot.
And then Armin's like, alright, well, let me turn back around and fight this guy.
Dude, he's just so freaking cool. And just having them with like the fiery scene behind him from the nuke, and just I don't know, it's a really cool battle scene.
Yeah. And there you go, the smoke.
And they're like, just go.
Yeah, leave, go.
Oh my god, dude.
Yo, that scene with when they're like,
yeah, with their arms across. Yeah, I was like, oh man.
Yeah, it's so sad. I was so sad. I was like, how are you gonna? Because they just survive that.
Because you think they're gonna die, right? Yeah. Like you think they're like after they turn into Titans, that's it.
Yeah, it's game over for them.
They just survived Eren, and they died to a worm that spews smoke. I'm just like, no.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't realize the middle one was like lying down.
Strike a pose.
Yeah. Gosh, they're so weird.
Yo, dude, the two Titans facing each other.
Dude. Yeah.
Man.
You knew it was going to come down to it, but Jesus Christ, you didn't expect it like this.
No. Yeah, really. No, for sure. Oh, that's Reiner's mom.
It's Reiner's mommy.
But yeah, but I wasn't really expecting it to turn out like that. Like I didn't know really I didn't really know how the final battle would play out, to be honest.
Oh yeah, that's when Mikasa's having a mental breakdown, trying to grasp the fact that she might have to kill him.
Yeah, no, Ymir was like this was Ymir's doing.
Oh, what was
Ymir doing?
She was so Mikasa was having a headache and stuff, like a really bad headache during this time, and it was Ymir. She was like Ymir reaching out to her,
trying to say like help him.
Yeah, trying to say like, hey, like you are the one that I need help from.
But I don't get why did she need help again? I just watched the episode, but it's like
it's a parallel story, right?
It's a parallel story, yeah, because Ymir was still in love with Fritz, kind of like how Mikasa is in love with Eren. So Ymir has been stuck obeying Fritz for the last 2,000 years, even though she's this all-powerful being.
And he's dead.
But because her love and he's dead, but because her love is so strong for Fritz, she can't let that go. So she calls out to Mikasa. Mikasa's like, yeah, for real. Mikasa's the one the chosen one to like pretty much like decide the fate of everything, pretty much. So
okay.
Yeah. It's a parallel story. They have a similar struggle.
To release her.
Because Fritz was a bad guy, and Eren's, well, he's killing.
Oh, okay.
Not that much of a bad guy. He was justified.
It was justified. It's fine.
Yeah, it was just.
Yeah, I didn't understand. I did not understand how Ymir is in love with Fritz, but I don't know why you'd love that guy. That's serious Stockholm syndrome right there. But
yeah, he was an asshole.
Fritz pulled out her tongue and tortured her, didn't he? Isn't that the guy who did that?
Yeah, he cut off her tongue.
The whole reason that she can't talk?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I guess I can get it. Your capture becomes your interest. It's like Stockholm syndrome, but that makes sense, I guess. But he's dead. Like 2,000 years?
Yeah.
2,000 years?
She didn't want to move on and find someone else.
But for 2,000 years? Like, so that part did confuse me a little bit. So Ymir is trying to connect with Mikasa because the parallel story, and she's like, you need to go save him. But like, I know that sets her free in the end, but like, how does that? I'm trying to get the why they're connected, or like what is Ymir trying to do? Like, what the fuck is her deal?
Yeah, because she was controlling Eren or kind of helping Eren out, and then now she's like, "Oh, my bad. Wait, let me backtrack a bit and let me get Mikasa's help instead."
Seems very bipolar.
Yeah. No, I see what you mean. I We would have to ask the author themselves.
Say that again. Bipolar as in how? Wait, say again.
So she was helping Eren first, right?
Like
Ymir.
Mikasa, you mean?
No, Ymir.
Ymir. Oh.
Kill
and then now she's asking for Ymir's help. I mean, she's asking for Mikasa's help.
For Mikasa's help. Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah. I see what you mean. Yeah, I don't know.
That's just one of the greatest questions we'll... Yeah, write this down so we can ask the author later.
And just put it in the comments if you know.
It just seems like Ymir's like... Her intentions are very... Because even characters were saying like, oh... Like Zeke was saying like, oh, I have no idea what her intentions are. But Eren might know, and even Eren was like, "Oh, I don't really know for sure." Like he didn't realize the parallel stories between Ymir and Mikasa. Like he didn't know that.
Yeah.
Really, only the audience knows that.
Such a weird.
And of course, Ymir.
Yeah.
Like you get where she's going with it. It seems like it makes sense where it ends with Ymir. But you feel, at least for me, I feel like there's a gap there that I'm missing to connect her motivations and the end goal. But it makes sense what she's doing and what the end goal is. But I'm like, I can't explain it because I feel like there's something missing that I'm not understanding in between that. If that makes any sense.
No, I get it.
Yeah.
You're like, no, it doesn't make sense. Let's move on.
Kind of.
I see what you mean. Like, I don't know. Maybe there's more to this. Like, there's more about. Like, maybe we have to think about it in like consider like the Eldian side, that whole Eldian Marleyan kind of side of it too. I don't know. It's Attack on Titan just has a very confusing story.
Because it seems like maybe she does agree with Eren that like that's the only way to do that, like to make sure her people are protected, because everybody's a subject of Ymir. And I could see where she goes along those lines, where she's like, he convinced me, I'm gonna give him the power and do this and that. And once it's all finishing up, maybe she sees something in, like, she's trapped in this world because she can't let go of the king's love or whatever. She's trapped in that cycle. And so she like doesn't want Mikasa to kill him because she sees the story of them in her. And then she like, after that whole cycle is done and Mikasa is able to like basically finish that arc for them, I guess, with Eren. And then after that, he removes all the Titans, and now she's finally free. So maybe that's part of it, because all the Titans are gone too.
Yeah, I mean, maybe she had to. Yeah, I mean, maybe she had to see, like, you know, maybe Ymir had to see Mikasa overcome that, you know, because Ymir entrusted Eren.
Yeah.
With, you know, all this stuff, even though he's not royal blood.
Yeah.
You know, so maybe she just had to see Mikasa. Yeah, I know it is. She had to see Mikasa, you know, get over. She never gets over Eren. That's the thing. Mikasa never gets over Eren.
Well,
up to her death.
Well, yeah, she gets buried next to him, so. Right?
She's buried with his scarf.
Oh, that's what happened. I thought she got buried next to him in the tree. But I just was buried.
I wasn't sure. That part. Maybe she was buried next to him. But I'm not sure. But she was buried with his scarf. She was wearing the scarf.
Oh, got what he wanted.
Yeah, I know, right?
But like she did have her own family and stuff like that, so she moved on, but she never forgot Eren. That's what it seemed.
Yeah.
I think that's what the credits was, showing her coming back with her family and her kids, and that she has moved on, but she also hasn't moved on.
Yeah, very tragic.
I know, dude. It's so sad, but it's so fitting for this whole thing. And Like you finally come out on the end, but I don't know, the ending. We'll get to the ending, but the ending was just like
we'll get there when we get there.
It was like a perfect fit for this show. Doesn't mean it was good or bad. It's just a perfect fit for this show.
Exactly. So now we're going. Oh, okay. Now this is the cabin scene.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah. These I did not understand when first watching them, but after reading it. Yeah. Like I don't know what. Yeah. What was? Yeah. He was like, "Oh no, forget about me."
Yeah, and then when he talks to Armin, he's like, "I don't want her. I don't want her to move on. I want her to just dream of me for thousands of years." And like,
he was like, "Wow, I didn't think you could say anything so pathetic." That's what Armin told him.
Yeah, like wow,
he's got a point,
loser.
But yeah, these whole cabin scenes are just that's what I think it's him trying to just make her move on because he knows it's probably better for her. And he knows he's gonna die, but yeah.
But she's like, nah. She's like, nah. Like it's so like Mikasa, like Gary, you were talking about in our podcast before, like you were talking about how like Mikasa hasn't really had that pivotal moment in like her character shift or whatever.
Yeah.
Like I think this had it. Like this was it right here. Like because this is the part where you realize, like, even though she took off the scarf, earlier in the season, like she never really let Eren go, even though she did have the scarf off. Yep. And when I was editing that podcast, and I was listening to that part when you were talking about Mikasa and how she hasn't really had that moment where it's like, that huge, shift moment. I was thinking to myself, like, well, Mikasa is like, she's a strong character, but she's such a quiet character too. Like, she's not a character that talks, she's not like, she's a very subtle character or whatever.
She was an attack for a while. Every time Eren had trouble, she was like, "Arr, arr."
Exactly. So it was more like I thought maybe that shift was just more subtle. But this finale right here, this was like her time to shine, I really thought. And it showed that she didn't choose either like to get over Eren and move on, or like want to save Eren and then stick with Eren for, you try to save him, from being, this evil titan or whatever. Like she chose both in a sense. Like she was like, I'm not going to get over you, but I am going to stop you.
I feel like that, that's like a great way to do that, in my opinion.
Yeah, I thought it was perfect. Like she chose both and neither at the same time. Like I love that.
Yeah, like she knows how dangerous he is, and she knows that they can't possibly be together after all this stuff, and that he'll never rest. It's like it's kind of weird reference, but it kind of feels like the whole Batman saga, where she's like, there's like, I want to be with you, but there's never a time that you will not need Batman or something like that. I forgot exactly how it went, but it was the Dark Knight trilogy, and basically they kept going back and forth, and then she finally realized right before she died that she was going to marry this other person because he can't give up Batman. So I guess in a parallel, he can't give up, he will never rest until this dream or this everybody is safe and he can protect everybody, and there's no way to do that unless he wipes out all of humanity.
Yeah,
right.
So like, if he doesn't finish what is happening right now, he will never be able to rest. And so she understands that he needs to die, but she's not gonna forget about such an important person in her life. Yeah. So I feel like you can definitely have both just fine. And I guess she came to that realization after, and the whole end credit scene really like beats that home to where like she doesn't forget about this person that she loved since she was a kid, but she's also moved on with her life and had kids and have a new husband and stuff like that. So she lived her life.
So I want to ask you guys because for me personally, I didn't really think that the love that Mikasa had for Eren was romantic love.
More obsessive.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's more obsessive.
What do you guys like? Did you guys realize? Did you guys know it was like a more romantic love, or did you have like? What did you like? Because for me personally, this is like the first time I'm like, oh, she sees him as like a romantic partner. I thought it was more like a, I don't even know how to explain it. Like soulmates, but not in the sense of like love partner, like romantic way, but like more like we are connected. Like it's more than a friendship, but we are connected in a more spiritual way, kind of.
No, I thought that was romantic. She was a bit obsessive, but also romantic. Like she wanted to have his babies.
Like what? Babies. Like when did you realize that though?
Season 1.
Season 1, I thought they were brother sister.
Really?
Well, season 1 it shows you like how they meet, that they're not brother and sister.
I thought they were brother and sister.
Oh, okay, my bad. Yeah, no, really, I felt that but I call it obsessive because it's like that's all she thinks about. You know, it's like Eren this, Eren that.
She's in love.
But but like she had extreme love. What would you call it? Like love, an extreme attachment to Eren, just because he saved her life. But I do see it as a romantic thing ever since season 1. Yeah, it wasn't a recent thing for me. So
okay, yeah, man, I must have. I don't know.
No, what about you, Gary? You did. I did not see. Honestly, like I said, in the first season, I swear I thought they were brother and sister for a while. I just never thought about it. They had a brotherly and sisterly love. It looked like kind of what you were saying. It's not a relationship, but they seem like they had a connection in some way.
Yeah, it's definitely not just a normal friendship either.
Yeah. Well, they had like you were saying, a spiritual connection or like a destiny connection where like they were destined to be together and you could feel that.
Right.
Right. But I started to, later on, I thought it was a one-way love, that I thought Mikasa loved him way more than he loved her because how he is.
Right.
I always thought that way too, actually, that he didn't really like her.
I feel like I know why that is, just because, again, his goals have always overtaken everything until the very end, when Mikasa finally releases him from his goals and he realizes, at least what I kind of saw with the whole end scene where they finally get rid of Eren's Titan form and all that. But like, I at least now thinking about it, I'm thinking, because he was always too obsessed with his goal, like making sure everybody's safe, making sure everybody's like they have peace in Eldia and there's never any war, blah blah blah. And it seemed like he was always so focused on that, especially after he could see the future and the past. It seemed like he knew what everything was going to happen, so he had no time to be in the present. He was too busy leading to that future that he was trying to get. And so...
Oh, I see what you mean, yeah.
So, like, that one-sided love could have been not one-sided, which it probably wasn't. It seems like it wasn't, and it seems like it still isn't. But she was not his priority for a long time, including up till the end. And then I think when she actually gets into the mouth and she kisses him, that stuff happens. And I think when he's talking to them separately, he starts to realize, and I think he realizes it here too, because he's trying to get her to just move on. But he's realizing his task is almost done, or it's like it's either going to be stopped or it's almost done. And that he's like realizing that he wants to be with Mikasa. He wants to have a life with her. He wants to continue to love her, and finally can make her a priority. And so I think that's kind of the vibe that happened the whole seasons, is that they loved each other, but she was never his priority because he had bigger scaled things about just all of their safety. That's what I think.
I mean,
yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Fight me.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I mean, I
dislike this video right now. I dare you. Like, this whole scene is very cool. I like it, and God, oh my God, I hated it at the same time because I'm like, don't tease her like that. This is what her dream.
Like, let's go have another. let's run away and stuff. And she's like, wait.
I want that for her so bad, but I know it's not real. And she looks so happy.
Yeah, she didn't choose that life. It chose her.
No, I didn't choose this.
It chose me.
Oh yeah, the
that's when they were getting to the nitty gritty.
Them just punching the crap at each other. Jesus, there were some intense hits in there.
Yeah, like cracked Armin's. I think he cracked Armin's armor, the face armor.
I think so. I think they were just breaking each other. And the whole bird thing was happening. There's Mikasa coming in, and then she. When did she realize?
Levi too.
Oh
dang, dude! Yo, oh my God, dude! Like
scene?
he opened his eyes as soon as like maybe he sensed that she was there. I don't know, but like that's the last thing he sees is her.
Yeah, before he dies, before he meets his end.
Yeah,
I thought that scene was like her like it's slow motion like slashing his neck like oh yeah, I love it. That was great. I thought it was good. Super cool.
That's one thing I was gonna ask too, because at first I thought she was hesitating. I thought she just cut his hair like as a swiping motion, but she didn't actually cut anything else. And so I thought she was gonna try to reason with him, and then he was dead. So that whole time I was like, oh, she's trying to save him, and something's gonna mess up to where they're gonna miss the opportunity, and then he's gonna win. And that's what I thought was about to happen. But I didn't realize she actually cut through his spine too.
No, yeah, she cut up the whole thing.
Because his head was already separated. It was just the spine, and then the hair.
Yeah, that's what's keeping him. Wait, his hair?
Right? Was it? What? Yeah. I thought it was his neck.
No, because he still got. You can see the spine right here. His spine was still stretched out from when he got beheaded. So I saw her like cut his hair, and I thought she didn't cut anything else. I thought she was like.
Oh yeah, no, you could see it. You could see it get cut through.
God, that really is a good shot, like you were saying. Oh yeah, there you go.
Just his look, like yeah, you could see it cut through. Yeah.
Cut through like cheese.
But it's just slow motion.
Is that a smile? Would you consider that a smile?
He's probably smiling on the inside.
Yeah, he's like, oh, my loved one, she's gonna kill me.
I was like, yeah, he just was like, okay, you did it.
Yeah, and then God, everything afterwards. This thing is getting to almost 2 hours.
Oh my God,
it's an hour 44.
And then she kissed him.
Yeah,
and then she kissed him.
Thought that was a little strange, kissing the beheaded head, but also it's Attack on Titan, so it's not that far off. I still thought it was hot, but
you know, you can you really see it? Like she's smiling, I think.
Yeah, she is, and that's a younger Ymir.
Right. Yeah.
And then she becomes the older Ymir, right? Somewhere. Oh yeah, they start talking.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So I thought this was very cool.
This is cool because it like goes through like not only how they look but like how they feel too. Like over the years. That's dope.
It's great. It's just the way they portrayed all of this, like because they had so much free range to do whatever they wanted because he had the Founder Titan. they could do so much imagery just through the scenes and their age, and like the person who created the show could literally do anything they wanted to. You can make them young, old, to fit the pacing of them finally saying their last goodbyes, essentially, and Eren finally talking to Armin after that's all he's been wanting for like 2 seasons, just like to talk to him and like, let's talk it out before you do this stupid shit. And then we figure out about the whole backstory. I think isn't Eren telling Armin about this?
Yeah, I was telling Armin everything. Like, Ymir
so they do know about that.
Loved Fritz and everything, blah, blah, blah. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Well, they were getting older, yeah.
Yeah. And then finally, yeah.
And that Mikasa is the one, yeah.
Yeah, and then he starts just like this. The ocean scene was so intense.
Yeah, and then it turns into like the blood or the fruit punch.
Dude,
the fruit punch ocean.
When he says that's 80%, I got like some chills going up.
Yeah, 80% of the world. Like, okay, I guess.
No.
Yeah.
Just the gravity of what he said and the fact that it's like it's done, and you personally don't know how far he's gotten. You just kind of assume that he's still within the area that they can access, but you're like, he's like, no, I've already killed 80% of the population. This is done. Like, and you can't go back. And Armin's reaction to it, and you're just like, the weight of that whole situation after he feels like there's this lighthearted conversation between them. He's saying you're fucking stupid and why didn't you talk to us, basically. And then he's like, it's too late. Oh, there's a face. So like,
and then finally... like, he has like that
he's finding another man.
Yeah, this part's like, oh, now you care about Mikasa? It's like,
I know, right?
Yeah, because he told her to go. He told her that he hates her and stuff too. Before, like in the other part.
Yes, that was intense too. It's like,
so, I mean, this is Eren. This is Eren before like he, realized what he had to do or whatever, or what he felt like he had to do. So
yeah,
he was probably like in that one.
He had already seen the future
yeah. That's true. Yeah. But before, like, he transformed into the big Titan.
Yeah.
The founder one.
Yeah. But yeah, the red ocean stuff, that was pretty, like, cause like you got Eren like picking up the teeth and the tear, and then you got Armin picking up a shell from the ocean.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't think about that. Yeah.
Dude.
Armin's face just says it all.
Yeah, like, right there.
God, it's such an intense scene. You're just like, because it does such a good job of switching between some like lighthearted relief, then immediately hitting you with like the hardest news of the entire episode.
Yeah,
that it's like it's done basically. There's nothing left.
Right.
And so they like catch you off guard because you're like, they're together, they're finally bullshitting, and they're like, you're fucking stupid, like, why are you doing all this, and why are you being this way to Mikasa and stuff like that, and like, you needed to talk to us and this and that. And then it completely switches to this Eren, I can see the future and the past Eren, and I know what I have to do. And then he starts talking about how, like you said, it's 80%, and he starts picking up hair and teeth like it's nothing. And the whole the whole shift change between the goofy Eren that was like the kid Eren in the past to this Eren again was such a snap for me.
Yeah, for real.
I was like so happy because I'm like, Armin's bringing out old Eren. Like, this seems like season 2 Eren, season 1 Eren, and he's like being dumb. He's making mistakes. He's admitting it. He's crying, and then boom, you get this Eren right when the blood oceans come in, and it's so jarring, and it's just from having him switch back and forth, and you're just like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Like, it's crazy.
It looked like he was kissing him on that one scene. Yeah, it looked like he bumped his face. Yeah, like your buddy.
It looked like they were about to kiss, but then they hugged.
Blood orgy.
You know, those are footprints, right?
Sorry. I think they are.
Yeah, I didn't realize that until until the end of where it was like not bloody, but it was just grass, but the footprints were still there. Rumbling. Yeah. I was like, we're from where?
And
then there was the whole thing with the like he let
what?
Oh,
sorry,
yeah.
no, that he let his stepmom's Titan like eat his mom instead of going after Bertold. Like,
because he should have died that day.
Yeah. Well, they didn't want. So Eren didn't want Bertold to die that day because eventually, Armin had to get the Colossal Titan powers. So like it was pretty much Eren's fault that his own mom died too. It was like, dang, dude, you are.
He didn't even know it.
He didn't even know it.
I don't know if you realized. I'm falling asleep. Okay, wait, yeah, because before I like actually knock out while recording, I'll give my share of the ending, and then I'll leave it at that. Yeah, so I mean, after these scenes with Armin, they realize that it's everything flooding back to Armin's head, right? Like all these memories. So he remembers that Eren knew all this was going to happen. And then he sees Eren's head. That I felt sad. I felt bad for them because it was like, oh, my friend, Mikasa's holding my friend's head, and he ran up to Mikasa and gave him a big little hug, and I was like, aw.
The voice actor went off.
Yeah.
Crying scene. Like,
yeah, they did. And yeah, so I like Anthony said this morning, our morning. It was the whole episode was a very good send off. The ending, one of the things I just want to touch on was that character that was going into the tree after the credits, was that anybody's kid? Or that was just a kid?
I was wondering that too. I think that was just more of a symbolic thing, like saying like, oh, this could happen again, the cycle repeats itself kind of thing.
Oh, okay.
Because that's exactly how Ymir. Well, not exactly, but it's like similar to how Ymir found the Titan powers. Pretty much is going.
She went into a tree.
Yeah, it was a tree. You
wow.
didn't know? Yeah, that's why it's symbolic to show like, oh yeah, this could happen all over again. Like history repeats itself, which is what was showing throughout the credits. Like it was showing like war was happening and all that stuff. Like
yeah,
and that's kind of the whole message of this entire show was history repeats itself. So yeah, that was supposed to be more symbolic. However, it could be spun in a way because like how Ymir found it was because she was running away. Right, she was running away, and she was chasing a dog or something. I don't remember exactly, but she was running away. She was trying to get away from because she was in, she wasn't having a very good time. She wasn't having a very good life, and so that's how she discovered the Titan stuff at that tree. But with this boy, he actively went into the tree. He, the scenery was much brighter. He was kind of like more like on an adventure, it seemed like.
Yeah.
So, it could be spun in a way that like, oh, history will repeat itself, but maybe this boy will use these Titan powers for good this time or something,
Yeah.
It could be spun like that. So,
That's a good point. All right. Well,
History
with
is
that,
otherwise.
but with that, I shall say goodnight before I knock out.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Thank you for doing
I'll talk to you guys more about it tomorrow, though.
All right.
Yeah, sure. Of course.
All right,
Night,
bye.
Good night.
Night.
All right. What else? What else happens?
So-
Armin cries because he dead.
And he takes away
And
all the Titan abilities. So all Titans
yeah,
are removed from the world.
no more Titans in the world. Yeah, yeah. And that's honestly, that's exactly what Aaron wanted from the beginning.
Why didn't he just do it? I get it. I know they'll attack, and he's like, now they'll be defenseless, so they'll just wipe them out. Like,
Right.
but yeah, no. I definitely. I was thinking about it
Like,
too.
Yeah. Go for it.
I was just gonna say the whole lifespan issue with all the people that have Titans. He basically rewarded them with a full, fulfilling life after the war, because they were supposed to die in like 4 years or less. And everybody.
True.
I think Annie said like, "We didn't ask for this," or something like that. Someone said something that gave me the vibe where they were like, "We didn't ask to live a long life."
Oh yeah, they said something like that. Yeah.
But I thought that was a very cool part of it. It was just an implication.
Yeah, it was
of
just
to give them the life back.
Like Aaron had to become the thing he hated in order for the thing he hated to all be gone. Pretty much, like that's what he wanted from the beginning. He wanted all Titans to be, to not exist.
What do you think of the euthanation plan?
I mean,
like it would have been easier, but also it would have meant that their people would have been wiped out, or that at least their like culture and their history.
I guess we wouldn't have a show without it, huh?
Yeah, true. They lived their full lives, man. The cabin scene would have been real, and then they would have just died. Season over. No more Eldians.
Yeah, there you go. I don't know. You mean like the rumbling? You mean is that like?
Well, no, they had the
is the whole. I guess that's part of it, but.
Well, Zeke had the Zeke's idea was to use that plan to make basically all the Eldians infertile, so that they can't have babies.
Right. That's right.
And basically, they would all live long lives. They would live their life out, but they wouldn't be able to have kids. So eventually, the entire Eldian race would be wiped out.
Right.
Just imagine replacing that with any race in our
reality. No, that would be terrible.
Like, just put it in that context, and then you have your answer, I guess.
But I mean, yeah, I don't know, man. It's because they are like Eldians are capable of turning into Titans too.
Well, only
right.
Only Eldians,
right? Yeah, Eldians, yeah.
So the people on the island. Is that am I getting right?
Right.
Yeah, I think they're the only ones.
Yes.
And then
so like,
what's the Historia is like the last of the royal bloodline, I believe.
Yes, unless she has a kid, right?
She did have a kid.
Did she have a kid?
Yeah.
She did have a kid, that's right.
She was in the last part of it.
That's right. She did have a kid. Who was the dad? We never found out, right?
Well, I forgot what the whole point of it was. I think it was they were supposed to pass it down to keep I think it was supposed to pass it down to keep everybody safe, to have the threat of the Titans while everybody basically died off. And then
it kind of just happened, right? Like it kind of like she just kind of just had the baby and that was it.
Well, there was a plan. I don't think she ever did. She give birth to the baby? Did we see that? I think it was after this whole battle.
I don't
pregnant.
think we saw that.
Yeah, I'd have to go back and watch that. I don't remember what the plan was with that.
It's been a while.
I'm pretty sure it was part of the euthanation plan.
It's also a very complicated story.
It really is. But like that's one thing I love about this show is that they give you these really complex situations, and they're like, how are they gonna figure this out? Like they give you so many gray areas where there is no black and white whatsoever. Like you feel sympathetic, but you also feel like, oh my god, this is totally unnecessary, but it's also necessary. And it's like, dude, what other is like, do you have a better plan kind of thing? And you're like, no.
Yeah. you got a better plan? No.
It's really playing with the morality line a lot.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, yeah.
Oh man.
The Levi scene.
Sasageo. One last time.
Finally get a tear out of Levi. Just a single tear.
Yo, hey, Levi, yo. Dang. He like that's it. He's out of commission. That was it. Like that was the end of his arc, you know? Like
it's about time, dude. He deserves a break. He's part of the old generation.
He's the one that broke Aaron's teeth, right?
I think so.
I think it was him, right?
Yeah, I think everybody else was Titans.
Yeah, so that Mikasa could go inside. Yeah, so that was his last.
Yeah, he did. Because his foot was bleeding or something.
Jeez.
He like messed up his foot on the way down to try to get the teeth open. Yeah.
He messed up his leg earlier. Like he got bitten by that one, I think the snake titan thing.
Something like that. The whole Sasha
There's Sasha again. Yeah, they had some good send offs for her. They got some good stuff for her.
They better after she died like that. Just fuck that girl.
And there's Gabi, like right after Gabi.
I get she has a redemption arc. I know all this stuff. I know she's more justified. It's all about location.
How do you? Okay, so like after all this, how do you feel about these dang kids? Like what? Because I'm trying to figure out myself like how I feel about these kids because it's like could this story have been written without them?
I think technically it could have been, but I believe I see what they're doing with the kids. When they started the last season, they were trying to do a parallel between season 1 and between Eldia and then in season 1 and then the other country Marley.
Yes. Yes, that's right.
I think these kids were supposed to be a replacement for Mikasa and Eren. More Eren than Mikasa, maybe. I'm just putting that in there because it makes sense. There's 2 characters. But just how they grew up with that attack, but from the other side. And right. Like, technically, you could tell the story without them, but I think it gives a perspective of what, like, why they think that on that side through the lens of how Eren saw it in season 1, even though Eren caused it. Sense, yeah. But that's a whole other story. But I grew to the kids, even though I still get mad at them for shooting Sasha like that. But I guess I'll forgive them because she's a really good sniper, apparently. That 9-year-old.
I mean, Falco's Titan form is pretty cool. So
yeah, I guess that's worth it.
The bird is indeed the word.
The word. Sasha could have had it. She could have been like a giant potato with a jaw. Oh, and then we get the whole thing with Reiner's mom and saying she's just happy to have him back and he's not going to die.
Yeah.
And he's all, oh no.
No. Because like I'm dipping with Eren's head.
Taking his head. Getting out of here. Oh my god.
And then they're at their BS again. Because you know that's just how that goes.
Dude. Everything was over and then I got heated.
Never again. I mean never ending, you know.
Dude, it's already a sign of like it's a sign of how they are. It's like it's a sign of how humans are. Like it's already too late. He needed to kill 100%. I feel it's so bad that I feel that it sounds so bad, but like objectively speaking, Aaron was right in everything that he said.
Yeah.
Not agreeing with it, but objectively, to
not
save my own
agreeing.
ass.
Not agreeing with like the solution that he thought was going to solve everything, but he was right.
He should have continued with these people and then just stopped. After that, he would have been done.
Yeah, I mean,
Just take him out. Everybody behind Armin, they've been cool this entire time. Everybody behind the other guy, kill him. Go ahead, it's fine.
Kill him.
He'll be justified.
Yeah.
Oh, there's older Emir, right? That's Emir
older
still.
Emir. Yes, it is.
She's always in like gray and white. So I
yeah.
Yeah.
So now, she's all colored now.
And she killed them. She killed the king, right? She's the one who stabbed him.
I think so. Yeah, God, it's been so. I want to say yes.
So like she freed herself from him, but she never actually let go of him, essentially. And then finally, she's done with it. She got the closure she needed through Eren, I guess, and Mikasa. And then, yeah, it's this bullshit.
And then the Jaegerists are still out there, which of like why, like Eren's dead. Like why y'all?
They still believed in his message. That's all.
He was right.
He was right. He was right, but they're also the problem. They're the reason he's right.
God, yeah, you're right.
Fucking Jaegers, piece of shit.
Yeah. He's like, I was right, but I was right because I did it.
Right. So confusing sometimes. But yeah, the ending, it's like, it's not a good ending by any means, but it's a great ending for the season.
Yeah. Like
he was just right, and it makes you sympathize so much more with Eren because he knew it, and the fact that they actually showed it, that the same fucking thing happened, and then they have their whole.
Well, they had their, Eren, or not Eren, Armin was like being all like, hey, yo, we gotta go there and we gotta tell him our story, bro. We gotta tell him what happened. I like that he was like, I'm the man who killed Eren, the Attack Titan. You're welcome.
I was about to say that could hold a lot of weight, I would hope. He's like,
yeah,
I'm the one who saved 20%.
The 20%, yeah.
The 1%.
Even though it's technically Mikasa, but hey,
I know, right? It's just no big deal. Just men taking credit for women. It's okay. It's what happens all the time. Just kidding.
Yeah, every time.
But yeah. Oh no, she's not even there, is she? Yeah, she left and she went. No,
Mikasa. Mikasa just. I guess she wanted to go home. Like she mentioned here, she just wanted to go home.
Yeah, that's she fucking deserves that, dude. I just wanted her to be happier. That is just she got pulled around so much by Eren.
Yeah.
And then the Levi scene, just giving away candies.
Yo, I know that's it. He's out of commission. He's done.
That's good,
man.
Like, he needs the rest, dude.
I mean, yeah, of course, for sure.
Lieutenant Dan, you ain't got no legs.
I was kind of afraid he was gonna die. Honestly,
it would have been like a hell of a ending for him. But I like that he actually was able to survive all the shit that he's been through, all the people that died with him, next to him, and all he lost was his legs.
Yeah, that's true.
He seems happy. for the most part.
Yeah. I liked when like earlier when he was on the Bird Titan, he was like, man, I really wanted to say I had some words for Aaron. Like I really wanted to tell him off. Like, oh man, that's pretty cool.
Don't worry.
I like that.
You'll meet him in hell apparently with everyone else. But I still don't understand. I don't understand their plot line. I totally forgot, honestly. I just remember her face.
Yeah.
And that's it. So we're gonna skip over that.
The meme.
There's those damn kids.
Those damn kids.
Minecraft.
Dark playing Minecraft even back then. Like, come on.
It was augmented reality Minecraft. And the bird.
Like I totally get what you mean with the whole like they wanted to like show the other side of they wanted to show the Marleyan side of with their story and everything.
Yeah.
But first I don't know, like their ending. I mean, this is nice. Their ending is nice, but I feel like maybe. I don't know what more they could have done, but I feel like there should have been more. There could have been more for them just because they were introduced and they were introduced in a way that, like showing the other side, like the Marleyan side.
Yeah.
So I feel like that maybe that, and I guess maybe that's really their main purpose. But I feel like maybe they could have given them a little more, just a little bit more. But I mean, at the same time, I do like their ending here.
They did take up a lot of screen time at the end, like the last season. They were on screen.
Yeah, I mean, they were like the only characters for a while, right? Like the first how many episodes or something until Eren showed up and our friends Mikasa and Armin and everyone that we know and love.
Yeah, I can see what you're talking about. I definitely think that maybe they could have had a big part to play, but it seemed like, I don't know. Yeah, they seem like, I don't think they're meant to be more than symbolism. Don't quote me on that, but like they seem like purely a symbolism for Eren, but on the other side of the ocean, or like just to show you show you why this cycle continues that Eren is trying to stop, and like why he needs to do it, and justifies it more because it just happens over and over again. It happened to him in the first season, then it happened to them in the fourth season, and it will never stop.
Yeah.
I think that was their main function, and then the fact that he's the Falcon Titan is kind of nice. But
yeah, I mean that's cool.
They did have a redemption arc and stuff like that because they started to be like the bond. They started to be the bond, or not the bond, the bridge between the two worlds in a way. In
a way.
Like the cart titan, I think they were able to convince them, but I feel like more than anything, the rumbling is what made people have a bridge to each other at a mutual.
I mean, yeah, sure.
Of life.
I mean, in that moment, sure, because they thought they were they're all gonna die, but of course history has to repeat itself and stuff. So
sucks. But yeah,
it's life.
I can see what you're talking about, though. They could have definitely had some more stuff. Levi being all beat up. No eye.
No eye, no leg.
No leg. It looks like a young All Might.
And then, yeah. But yeah, Aaron here. Or not Aaron, Armin here. Let's tell him about it. I like that. I like that for him.
Yeah.
Was a good closing for him.
For sure. And then, is that him grabbing the feather? Because I just realized that now.
I think so. Yeah, it was him, the guy with the feather, which is cool. Like, you can like imagine that that's from the same bird as the bird that confronts Mikasa with the scarf and everything. Like, that's cool. I like that.
That was
yeah, man, dude. Oh my god.
Like her finally
dude.
Closure. And
this was, I feel like, of all the characters in this finale, I think this was definitely like Mikasa's.
Oh yeah.
Mikasa's, like, this is like her, like, she was like the main character pretty much, like, of the finale, like, this
was all about her.
Yeah.
Like, this was her time to figure everything out.
Yeah.
Everybody was just helping her at this point.
Yeah, for sure.
Which man, it's about time, honestly. I can't stress enough how much you just feel for her after just a few seasons. How much she's like, how unwavering dedication she's had for Eren and the undying love for him, and like how much she's been screwed over time and time again. And then in season 4, when all that shit was happening with Eren and her, and Armin like fought him, it's like she deserves better. And, it just made you want to see her have some kind of closure, even if it's not technically a happy ending, but it's also the best ending she could possibly get, I think.
Yeah, for sure.
So, but then the bird comes over and helps her out. She's like, "Thank you, Eren."
Puts the scarf. Man, dude. Oh my god.
Oh yeah,
which is like
the gravestones by the tree.
Yeah. Though, if you remember, I didn't remember this until I saw it on Twitter. The first scene of the first episode was Eren laying under the tree.
I do remember the tree. I did not know that was the first episode.
It was the first scene of the first episode.
Jeez.
Dude, I'm like, that. Oh my god, it's so good. It's so good. He's like, oh my. First scene, first episode, he's napping. Last scene, last episode, he's
napping.
Buried. he's napping again. He's napping.
Permanently napping.
Napping.
It's just,
and it's really.
Oh, go ahead.
I'll go for it. Oh, it is. Okay, I'll go. Yeah. So, no, I was gonna say, like, the whole thing with the scarf, like the bird putting the scarf on Mikasa, like.
Yeah.
That could be, Eren, whatever, you know what I mean?
It's whatever you want it
to be. Exactly. And, symbolisms and stuff. But that could, like, you could see that as, like, Eren saying, like, okay, well, you don't want to, I understand you now. Like, I understand you, Mikasa. You don't want to, like, you want to try to be able to move on, but at the same time, you also want to hold on to, your love for me. So here you go. Here's my scarf, kind of thing. It's like, oh man, she has, she's feeling multiple things, and it, oh man, good stuff.
She had the scarf on already. He just like adjusted it, right? Like picked it back up before it fell down. I like keep it on.
Yeah,
that's awesome. I Attack on Titan just I think one of the reasons why it's such a juggernaut, or it's one of the big threes, is the writing is so good, in my opinion. The story behind it is so interesting, and like,
for sure.
They leave the perfect amount of stuff hidden to where you're still figuring out stuff. And even if you can, since season 1 to season 4, I could not guess. I could not predict with any type of confidence what it was going to happen next in anything. And like,
for sure.
I've never really had, I have had that with the show, but like, it's not common. And the fact that everything ties back up so nicely, everything's like, their characters stay consistent, their character arcs are huge and diverse, and like it's everybody has an important role to play, and so it's like there's such the attention to detail with every single character, every single landscape, every single symbolistic frame. It just like the same thing with you when you said like last scene ends in the same area, and the symbolism behind that, and just the whole fucking show is so damn good.
Yeah, it's good stuff. And then the end credit scenes. Oh man, it just doesn't stop.
I know, man. It just like you're like, okay, maybe they'll finally find peace. The 20% will finally chill the fuck out.
No, it's just nope, doesn't.
Yep,
like you see Mikasa, I guess it is Mikasa and her new husband, going to the grave or whatever, I guess.
See, I'm trying to see, like, who else knows he's there? It has to be Mikasa.
Yeah, exactly. Who else would, other than obviously, Armin and all them.
She has her kids, and that's like Mikasa on the left with the cane, and then that's the husband, that's their extended family. Makes sense.
Yeah, and then, she dead. And she's buried buried wearing the scarf, which is, oh my god, dude. Because when I was watching that, I was like, wait, that's just right there, dude. Oh my god.
I think it's kind of nice how prominent the wedding ring is and the scarf. And it's like, well,
I didn't even see the wedding ring.
I think there's one point where it's pretty like shiny. I don't know, maybe I was looking too much into it, but my eye immediately when oh my god, let me get the scene, damn it. But when I saw that, I was like, that was like the first thing my eye came to is the ring right here, the wedding ring. And so I thought it was a nice little, like, you get the wedding ring here, show that she's moved on, but she's never forgotten him.
I didn't even notice that.
But maybe I might just be looking into stuff too much. I probably am, but still, I liked it.
At least, it's showing her wedding ring,
Yeah. And then this bullshit happens.
And then, oh my dude, the scene with this right here.
This one. All the gun bullet
just like
shells.
Showing just how much time has passed. Oh my god, dude.
It was a
and
really
then the whole
credits.
The city, it was just seeing how much time. And then here's the tree and everything. The end.
Question mark? Just kidding. Oh man. And it's already almost 2.5 hours, so I think we'll start wrapping it up here.
Well, final thoughts, Gary. Final thoughts. Let's wrap it up.
I really think I've said as much as I can really say, at least with the last rant I just had about how good the story writing is. But all I can really say, it's been a good ride. It's such a depressing show, but like the ending isn't the best ending, but it's the best ending that they could ask for. It's like, it's not what you may want in your dreams, but for a show like this is really the only acceptable ending. There's no other way to end it. Like I feel like if there was anything else, like I feel like it wouldn't really show what the show's really about, Yeah. And it's like, let stuff die. A lot of people don't know how to let things die. Like shows with sequels, prequels, keep going. And I'm like, they're trying to do a manga about Levi's previous life. But I'm like, the main story, it's so good and it will stand the test of time. And you know why it will? Because it ends. Yeah. If you ran Attack on Titan into the ground, people would forget about it. Like, sure. It has a beginning, end, and it's fantastic all the way through, and it's going to be a masterpiece for years and decades to come. And now it's over, and we can enjoy what it was and what it is, and we can appreciate what we had, and now it's gone. I like that. What about you? I don't watch anime.
And
gonna end it right there.
and cut. And so that, I guess that might kind of just goes to show how good this anime is. Like, I remember back in the day, you know, like I remember me and my brother, I think we're talking about it. It's like, you know, this show is not, it's not just like an anime. It's not just like your typical anime. It's like, this is a show that anyone can get into. Like, you don't have to be an anime fan or know anything about anime to watch.
With how gory it is. Like, there's so many people that hate gore.
I don't like gore. I do not like gore. And I'm, you know, I don't really watch anime like that. So
yeah,
it just goes to show that, you know, that just goes to show like how, like, this show hooked me since the beginning. And you know, it's been 10 years and not, you know, not a whole lot of shows like I would keep up for this amount of time, you know? It's like
10 years.
You know, 10 years, you know? Jeez. That's a long time. That's a long time. Especially for, you know, the amount of content that Attack on Titan put out, considering, you know, it's been 10 years and the amount of content that they actually put out, it's like, it's not that much, you know?
Compared to like One Piece, maybe.
Well, sure, but like there was a 3-year gap between seasons 1 and 2. Like, I was talking to Emmanuel earlier, like I was looking up the dates, and there was a huge gap between those 2 years, or those two seasons. And you know, after a while, it's like it just gets, you know, after not having content for so long, it's like, okay, you kind of just forget about it. But not this show. Like, I was always looking forward to the next season. Like, it didn't matter. I was just like, it's gonna, you know, even if it takes, you know, years till the next season comes out, like I'll be there. I'm ready. I'll be there. I'll be ready. So Attack on Titan, it definitely, it's definitely like for sure one of my favorite shows of all time now. Like, it's just good, and the finale just, it was, it just wrapped up very, very nicely. So
solidified it into history.
Exactly. So thanks Hajime Isayama for writing this masterpiece.
Did you just read the manga title?
I did. I was looking at them, I was like, what's his name again? But yeah, no, seriously, good stuff, and I'm probably gonna rewatch the finale. I'm probably gonna rewatch like the last 2 parts, kind of back to back, just to kind of like watch it all in 100%. One take.
Doing that tomorrow.
Hell yeah! All right,
end of an era. All right,
end of an era.
Everyone who stayed for this long, if you did, you're a real one. But
you're a real one.
But
end of an era and end of an erin.
Yeah, you see what you did there. Only 1% will get your cringy joke.
Oh my god! Only 20%.
Only 20%. It's okay. But yes, thank you all for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed it as much as we did, and thank you, Attack on Titan, for everything. It's awesome.
Yes,
fun ride.
Yes, absolutely. The end.
The end. Question mark?
The end.